Okay, so starting off from here again, we just need to either carry on this way and drop down this pit that we skipped over before, and then maybe head this way and explore over here. Then we can go back to the main part of the level. Oops. So let's go to the right first. So the cudgel is a one-handed heavy weapon. So it's a lot better than the bone club that Oliver currently has. He's not got the heavy weapon requirement to use the special attack, but that doesn't matter too much. Then we can get rid of the bone club. Then let's get rid of this torch for a fresh one. Then there's actually a secret button here. Which gives us access to the rogue vest, part of the rogue set. So it's protection and +1 dex, which makes sense to give to my dex scaling rogue. So we can possibly give this to Oliver once he gets 2 points in armour, but for now we'll just keep it there. Now we're back in this room again that we went past earlier in order to get the power gem. But we've not explored down this pit yet. We don't need to go down all of these pits, we can wait until we get the rope later on so we don't take damage when we go down. But if we jump down now and risk the damage, it means we don't have to bother coming back later on. It's kind of a gamble really. But for now, we might as well have a fail. Let's see who spotted us. It's not too bad. Just want to make sure we don't get cornered here. Dropping down our way is a little bit dangerous because you never know how many enemies you're going to drop into the middle of. Oops. Okay. So picked up a couple of injuries there. Yeah, a foot injury. A rage potion might be useful for one of our frontliners later on. So that's 2 chests full of food we've got now. Yeah, they're certainly not shy in giving out food in this game. Got a blowpipe here. It's a missile weapon. Quite good if you got the darts to use it, but it's not something we actually need. So we open this in a second to escape. We'll just explore first. So I believe that's it now for this area. So we'll just have a quick rest. Might as well feed everyone while we're at it. Okay, that'll do. So we're back at the area here now, where we were previously. So now the next option, well, the next way we have to go is this way here. This door was locked and we don't have the key. But to cure these injuries, we may as well go back to the healing crystal first, rather than wasting potions. So that's the way we need to go over there. I'll just close the door behind me. You never know. Something might creep up. So that's the door we enter much later on when we've got the key. Ugh, at last. So now we head this way. That took a bit longer than we needed to. So this is the Philosopher's Stone puzzle. Although, to be honest, it's barely a puzzle at all. So we start off here with an inert stone and 3 possible squares to push it to. But there's not a lot we can actually do with that just yet. First we need to activate this pressure plate. And that lights up the puzzle over here. And we've got a machete here, which is a light weapon, but it's a strength weapon, and there's nobody in the team that scales with those stats, so we don't actually need it. Although it is actually quite a good weapon if you do scale with strength and you're a light weapon user, and that's a secret we're going to get access to pretty soon. So here we have 3 blue squares, and it's kind of a simple pushing puzzle that's going to prepare us for more complex puzzles of this type later on. So we've got to push it from the blue square onto this orange square. And in doing this and pushing it this way, you're not supposed to spot this secret behind you. It's kind of, you're meant to stand here and look this way and not actually spot that. But we'll get to that in a minute. And that opens the teleporter over there. And again, we've got a special secret switch here. These guys shamble towards you quite slowly, so there's not much of a threat. Nice, triple level up. So now over here you still get access to your teleporter to get out. And now we have access to that secret we saw earlier. Energy potion. Maybe Galden will need that once he starts using these special attacks, once he gets the right level of heavy weapons. And we also get a potion of vitality. So we've got to decide really who to give this to. So one thought is to give it to the guys on the front row, because they'll be taking a lot of physical damage. But they'll also be wearing heavy armour as well, so maybe they don't need it. But I think these two lizardmen, well, no, these two lizardmen have a lot of natural elemental resistance, so they don't need as much health to kind of protect them. So I'd recommend giving it to the Minotaur or Jasmin here, Oliver or Jasmin. So I think for now, I'll give it to Jasmin in the back, because she's not going to have much elemental resistance or health to help her deal with times when she does get attacked. So she can have that for a bit of protection. And now we can process these level ups. So right now, Oliver has some decent accuracy, so maybe we don't need to pump that as much right now. We're going to try and get heavy weapons up and armour up. So I think for now, another point in armour. Now we can actually wear this. And we can give this to somebody on the back row. I think Jasmin's the best use for it. And then we've got two of these, which we don't need, so we can throw it away. Then it's a big level up for Nico now. He's finally going to get 3 points into light weapons, which means he can dual wield now, which is the main core ability in his build. So he's now got the dual wielding trait. So now we can pick up this baton we found earlier, which is a single-handed weapon, and put it here. So now when we attack with one weapon, the other hand doesn't go on to cooldown, so we can instantly attack with that one. Now ideally we want a dex scaling weapon here, but we don't have one yet, so that'll have to do. Then we've got Galden in the back row. He just needs to keep pumping out damage, so another point into heavy weapons is all he needs. And now he has enough in heavy weapons to use the special chop attack, which you use by keeping your finger on the button. Whack. And it uses the chunk of energy there, which is why he'll be drinking energy potions, and has a bonus energy regen due to fast metabolism. And being a fighter as well, he gets +3 energy per level and special attacks. I get some bonus there, half the time to build up and cost 25% less energy. So yeah, Galden's going to be special attacking a lot. And now to give this a jab. So yeah, the dual wielding is nice, you get the quick 1-2. So it gives you a bit of upfront burst, and because it doesn't rely on energy, it's kind of sustained damage as well. So we get a set of lockpicks, always useful. We get a strange button in the wall here, which seems to just close this. I've not worked out what else it does, and I don't think it does anything. So maybe it seals you in here, just so you can have a rest without the risk of being attacked. But I don't know. It's a strange one. I think Grimrock 1 had 1 or 2 rooms like that, where you could seal yourself in. What else do we have? A leather brigandine. So it's just a better version, really, of the vest. Galden could wear this and take the evasion hit. It's probably worth it, to be honest. Being in the back row, he doesn't need to evade at all. And I might as well take the torch. This one's wearing out a little bit. So we're ready to head through here now. So where have we ended up? Oh yeah, another one of these pellets, we don't need those. One of these kind of booby trap looking rooms, where all you have is a key in the distance. Yeah, and lo and behold, when you pick it up, a trap is sprung, so we need to have our damage abilities ready here. Also this one opens. Oops. I had to shock myself there, not recommended. Out of energy. We are backing ourselves into an eventual corner here, but there's not a lot else we can do. And now one guy left, so we can dance around a little bit. Ideally he'll make the first move, then we can give him a whack. You can see the energy bar here, the blue energy bar just building up relatively quickly. We could pilfer one of these shields, but we can't really... We don't get a lot of benefit from using a shield, and it gives minus health as well. So I don't really think that's going to be much use. Another blowpipe and a bunch of darts. If you really wanted a blowpipe. But I'd much rather just press this button and carry on. And it gives us access to this kind of back area to the room that this pit would be blocking. So this is for someone who's on the front row with a light armour skill, which is now both of my guys. So I think Oliver needs this a little bit more. And we can discard that and take this torch. We've got another pit to drop down here if we want to. I'll just heal up first. And we can head down. A few of our guys are taking a bit of a battering. Oops. A little bit tense at times, but as long as you've got a few healing potions to stay alive, it's not too bad. Okay, just rest up a little bit after that tense encounter. So Oliver's injured his feet again. So let's have a quick check where we are. See, there's no real immediate danger now. We can explore a little bit. Fire bombs are always useful and worth the time to explore. And I guess these arrows, again, there's no missile using people on the team, so we don't need those. 2 healing potions. Probably the game developers knew you'd take a bit of a beating when you drop down. Anything else in here? So we can head back now, and we end up out here, where we were just before. Which is here. More lockpicks, compass, food, and there's a note. Oh yeah, here's a little clue to a bit of a stash hidden in Twigroot Forest. I had more equipment than I could carry, so I buried some of it right between the 2 lanterns in eastern Twigroot Forest. We've actually been past that bit already, but I didn't bother digging it up until we'd actually found the clue, so it would make a little bit more sense rather than just digging it up blind. So we're back here now, with the way out revealed to us. But we want to get to the healing crystal first. So yeah, the healing crystal's the next protocol, just to freshen up. Okay, that's nice. I think I'll call this session a day here. Thanks for watching. Next time we can carry on through here. The next stage is to actually maybe get through this door. Although I might want to go to the surface and actually use a lockpick on this gold chest. That might be the next thing to do actually. Make a bit of sense to get rid of this little item now. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.